How are you?
Morning.
Good morning.
All right, I think we went over a little bit of the housekeeping rules, but for those of you who are just joining us, if you are having a problem hearing or are getting any feedback, please feel free to put your phones in airplane mode. That will help. It's gonna be full participation. So I do want you to be able to participate in the meeting and talk and answer questions and things of that nature. All we ask is that if you stand up and don't have on pants, please do not moon us or show us things that we shouldn't see. And please don't take me to the bathroom with you. Okay. I mean, I may have to go, but I don't want to go with anybody. Even though girls, we tend to go together. All right. I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to go over today. If you have questions, that's it. If you have questions and you don't want to raise your hand, put your questions in the chat. Athena will be taking your questions down. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of a teaching session, and I do want everybody will be off mute for that session so that we can get some questions answered and talk about some things. At about 11 o'clock, you're going to break into groups, into breakout rooms. And during those breakout rooms, you will be talking to each other about events and some of the things that you like about an event that you've gone through. You'll share some of your super tips amongst each other, things that you have worked on, and things like that. So I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. Let's go to, let's cancel the spotlight and let's go around and tell us your name, what you do, and what your business is.
Okay.
Let me see if I can see my gallery so we can go. Okay. Let's unmute everybody. Diane Morgan, you want to go? Let's go. Diane, Tracy Root, and Susan Harlow.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Good morning. It's Diana Morgan, and my business is Whole Heart Marketing. And what I do is I help people bring their whole heart to their online presence and build an authentic online presence that brings you clients ongoing. And which includes bringing people to your events. Happy to be here.
Okay, Tracy Root.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Tracy Root, and I live in Santa Cruz, California. I am a coach and a speaker, an educator, and a community builder. I help people with their health and wellness goals, their life goals, as well as support people in their events, online and in person, through my brand, Gather. And believe it or not, Gather is not dead, even though we can't gather. So here we are. I'm excited to be here today.
Okay, Susan Harlow, then Erica.
Hi, I'm Susan Harlow-Schott, and I am with East Bay Mobile Recording. We provide a recording experience for anyone that wants to get their message out. We provide cinematography type recording for video and or audio. We provide location recording. So we bring the recording studio to you. We record everything from personal stories or commercials.
Nice. All right, Erica, and then Marlise.
How many seconds did you want us to introduce ourselves? Because you can see how some of us can go on, and some of us are short.
We're gonna, once you pass the seconds, we're gonna mute you. So you can keep talking if you want to,
Okay, I'm Erica
but
Gimbel.
no one will hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Hi there. I'm Erica. I'm in Oakland, California. I'm a holistic psychotherapist, and when I am not sheltered in place, I'm also have an office in San Francisco, and I help people grow food and get in plant powders, and I do workshops on movement, massage, and well-being. Thank you.
Okay, Marlise and then Marshala, and enjoy.
Hi everyone, I'm Marlise Kurt, and my business is Transformation Events and Public Relations. And we do events here in Sacramento, but we are in the process of going online with our things. And I created transformational workshops to help you take your life and your business. Actually, when you're taking your life to the next level, everything comes along. So that's what I do.
All right, Marshala. Can you pronounce that for me? I don't want to butcher your name, hon. People do it to mine all the time.
You're fine. My name is Marshala Thompson. I'm currently in Dallas, Texas area, and I'm working on an event management business for the DFW area. So I'm still working on getting everything, revamping things and getting it together. So that's pretty much it.
Dallas Fort Worth is my second home, so we need to talk.
All right.
Okay, Joy, then Deborah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joy Kaya. I am a sacred illuminator for life and business. Pretty much, I help other women turn their light on within so they can go and be and do and live that purpose. I do that through all kinds of good stuff, like in-person events that we're no longer doing. And and I do a lot of sisterhood circles. So we kind of come together as one, heart to heart, belly to belly, to do the work.
We'll be doing them again.
Oh, yes. We're just paused. We're on pause. That's all.
Hey, Deborah Wills.
You mean
then
you're Deborah?
Debbie Ortega.
Hi, everybody. My name is Deb, and I'm Team Tanya. I'm part of her staff, and I've done events that are 25. I've done events that are 50 or more, and I've done events that are 100 or more. And I just assist Miss Tanya, and that's basically what I do.
She's a personal assistant. Absolutely wonderful person. I've known Deb for, I'm only claiming 15 years.
Wow.
It's been a long time, and we added it up the other day and couldn't believe that it had been that long. So we promised not to mention it, anything over that. All right, Debbie Ortega and Tracy Ty.
Hi, my name is Debbie Ortega. I am with Whole Body Wellness for pets and people. I'm an energy worker, so I use the beamer, I use the laser, as well as my own spiritual guide with my hands. And let's see, herbs, tonics. So I'm just taking a more of a natural approach as opposed to the traditional medicine. And I'm excited to be here because I want to do a dog walk event, and I'm looking for all kinds of information. So thank you.
Excellent. Okay. And if you have an event that you want to, a type of event that you want to share, let us know so that, you know, people can be thinking of ideas and how they can help or suggestions for you as we move through the Q&A portion of the event. All right, Tracy, then Katerina, then Claudia.
Hi, everybody. I am Tracy Ann with Touchstone Crystal. I have a wealth of knowledge, and I'm an educator. So if there's anything that you would like to learn, know, or experience about direct selling, virtual parties, having fun with your girlfriends online during this pandemic, I would love to be able to educate you and help you out and give you a hand. I am Tracy Ty with Touchstone Crystal.
All right, Katerina, then Claudia.
Hi, everybody. Katerina Rando, Thriving Women in Business, supporting women to be themselves, do their thing, serve their people, and massively monetize your mastery, helping women with public speaking, building influence, and selling. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bing. All right, Claudia. Good morning, Katarina. Claudia J, then Candace Smith.
Good morning. My name is Claudia. I am the owner of Boxables, a full-service catering company that specializes in restrictive diets. We don't stop there. We also go to homes and help people go through their pantries and get rid of and destroy all those things that are in their homes that are bad for you, bad for your body, and bad for your spirit.
All right, next is, did we do Candace?
Not yet. Good morning.
All
My
right,
name's-
Candace.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Good morning. Hi, I'm Candace Smith. I'm the Essence photographer. I specialize in helping women entrepreneurs, I call them women leaders, to take their unique essence and bring it online so that you can make more money and attract more people. I also have a photo studio event space where I run women's events in Oakland, California, and I'm looking to bring that online. So I'm excited to be here.
Great, we're glad to have you. Let's go Anastasia, Elena, and Larissa.
Hey ladies, first my apologies for coming in late. I always tell my speakers never, ever, ever be late. And in my head, this was starting at 11, so my apologies on that. I have Access Speakers, a speakers agency, so I'm actually working with event planners to bring in great speakers for their events. And I also have Access Inspiration, which is my women's retreats. And I've had the great pleasure and benefit of cutting my teeth on event planning and management in my corporate career in tourism. So I did huge events, lavish events, international events, high-end luxury, and that's kind of where I learned my trade, if you would. And I just kind of apply all of that knowledge into my speaking business and working with women to bring them magical weekends through my retreats. Thank you.
All right, Larissa and Elaine Hossman.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Larissa. Feel free to shorten that to Laurie. My company is the Larissa Group and Pink Passport Society behind me. That is for women entrepreneurs. Please. Specializing in working with women business owners, personal development, and leadership. Happy to meet you all.
Elaine Hausman, Video Performance Coaching and Image Strategy. Whether you're just starting out in video or starting to raise the bar, I work with entrepreneurs and business professionals to elevate your video to meet your expertise. Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome, my dear. Let's go to Teralina and Luana.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Teralina, and I am with the Biz Chicks. We are in business to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. So if you're looking for ideas to help you grow your business, you want to tune into Biz Chicks TV. We run a program every morning at 8 o'clock Pacific time on bizchicks.live. You can also find us on Instagram, we're on Periscope and YouTube, so if you're looking for us, as well as Facebook. But our objective is to help you find doable things that are easy to understand and apply to your business so that you can profit in your business. We do masterminds, individual appointments, and workshops. In fact, today we're running a workshop on MailChimp to help you communicate with your audience. So with that, I just want to say, hey, I'm here to help you connect with your people. Thank you.
And she makes these lovely things right here.
Oh, yes, I am in the mask business. And But
and she makes these lovely things right here.
That's true. I do California.
She's into helping me camouflage my belly.
No, I call it helping us take care of all the wonderfulness. Because of all of that, we have all the wonderful people around us in our lives. So we want to celebrate that.
All right, thank you. Lawana Parker and then Marie Rios.
Morning, everyone. Good to be here. Sorry, my cat unplugged my internet, which is why I'm late.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize that. I'm messing with all these buttons and things and nothing was working. At any rate, I'm glad to be here this morning, and I'm a podcast show host. And next Friday, I launch my new enterprise to go along with my podcast show. And that is, I have become a Mary Kay consultant.
Oh.
So I'm excited about that. Anyone who would like to attend my virtual party is welcome to. It'll be next Friday at 7 p.m.
All right, thank you. Let's go Sylvia, then Pastor Harold Burton. Sylvia?
Hello.
Hi, can you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
My name is Sylvia Montgomery. I'm owner of Best Impressions Image Development Services. I am a personal image development consultant, helping women to look their best, to feel confident in the way they dress, and also in their behavior. I am a color and style consultant, and I help women to find the right colors so that the colors that they wear and the makeup colors that they wear look the best on them. I am also an affiliate for Color Me Beautiful and Flory Roberts skincare and cosmetics company. And so now that we are doing a lot of our programs and events on Zoom, I am definitely challenging myself to do many virtual presentations to help women look their best while they are on Zoom. So many people are saying that I don't have to wear makeup and they're not wearing makeup. And so I'm showing them how to take care of their skin. And so.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Can
so
we move on to Pastor Harold? Thank you, Sylvia, and then Yesenia.
Good morning, ladies. I am Pastor Harold Burton, pastor of Lighthouse, the Church for the Unchurched, guiding you home by healing the hurt. I'm also pastor of St. Matthew's CME Church in Stockton, California. I have a plumbing business, HEB Custom Mechanical Plumbing. We are servicing the Bay Area for construction, service repair, and remodels, specializing in radiant heating. I'm here today because of my ministry, Healthy Conscious Living. Healthy Conscious Living is a whole approach to living life healthy, and I'm looking to meet people who want to build a community of like-minded people to promote health, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And when we do that, we can find ourselves relaxing on a beautiful paradise. Harold Burton, HEB Custom Mechanical Plumbing.
Thank you. Yesenia, and then Sandy Collins.
Yes, hello.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Yesenia Garcia. I'm a bilingual interpreter in the county of Sonoma. And I'm also here just to network with some people, well, everybody actually. I'm working on a prototype to help moms all over the world. And I really want to have some kind of mentor who has built an invention or a prototype to bring it to life. And I really believe in helping each other. And when I get this started and when it will be successful, I want to also bring in a nonprofit to help new moms with postpartum depression. So the only reason why I want this to launch and be successful is because I want to give back to moms who are struggling, especially, and I don't feel like I'm lost. I feel like I have the idea. I've had it for 10 years, and I'm just waiting for the right connection and the right network and the right people to team up with.
Raise your hand if you've been where Yesenia has been, where she is now. How many of us have had the idea and are just waiting to get our party started and waiting to feel support? Yes. All right. Thank you. Now, Sandy.
Hi, thank you for inviting me to be on. My name is Sandy Calling. I linked arms 11 years ago with a company that educates on toxicity and nutritional deficiency. We all live in a very, very toxic environment, and there's a new documentary out that by 2025, 50% of Americans will have diabetes, and it's directly linked to our food supply. So we all need a solution, and I linked arms with a company that offers that solution, and also around mindset, because a lot of it, as we know, is mindset. So I linked arms with Vision in Action Training Group, who we do seminars. George Sousa is the owner and founder. He has done trainings in 15 countries over the last 29 years. And the mindset piece, as well as the nutrition piece, can help so many people stay healthy. It's not about weight. It's not about any of that. It's about health and wellness without going through, some weird diets, and diets don't work, and, all kinds of new fad things, but really just embracing your health with proper nutrition, not counting calories. Diets don't work. And so those two things, the mind and the body and the spirit combined, are just very powerful. So,
all right. Thank you, Sandy. Let's move. Anita Johnson. Are we going to get to see your beautiful face, Miss Johnson?
Good morning, everybody.
I guess that means no.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. Let me see. I am trying to fix my camera. That's part of the things. So I'm Anita Johnson. Yeah, I'm Anita Johnson. Let me see if I can get it up for you and see how long it'll stay up. All right. How about that?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Good, good, good. Good morning, Anita Johnson. I am a financial behaviorist, and I help people understand their emotions and why they do what they do with their money, and why the things that they do to help them enhance their healthy financial habits, marry the holistic and the traditional ways of finances so that they can build a legacy for their family.
Great. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Davison, good morning to you. Miss Wonderful, do you have your voice camera on, your voice on? Okay, she's having a little problem with the voice piece, so we'll come back to her at another time. I'm gonna keep our show going here. I'm gonna read some things of some of the common mistakes. We all give events here, right? Or are looking to start to give events? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So
Elaine, you do workshops, that counts.
Yes, Elaine, you do workshops. I just attended a wonderful one. Absolutely. So what I want to do.
Tanya, it's Marie. It's Marie. You skipped me.
Oh my God.
It's okay. It's all right. But can I'm not the quiet type. So may I introduce myself?
Thank you, please. Thank you for speaking up for yourself. Yay.
Hi, everyone. My name's Marie Rios. My company is MTR Event Design. I do live, virtual, and hybrid events. I'm blessed because one of my biggest clients moved to virtual. So I'm now a big tech wizard and all of that. My focus is nonprofit and corporate, and I also do some leadership retreats. So I'm blessed to be here. Tanya and I just connected via Katerina and Diana, so I'm super blessed. We may be doing some collaboration in the future. So thanks, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. So, like I said, everybody here gives events or wants to give events or has had some events. And how many of you have made some mistakes with your events? Okay, all right. If I read something that was a thing you didn't do, go ahead and raise your hand. We want to admit to the things that we did wrong, because when we put a name to them, then we're destined more than likely not to repeat those same mistakes again. Okay, one of my big ones for me was not having a budget. How many of you have done an event and not having a budget and didn't think about yes, absolutely, didn't think about how much everything was gonna cost, and then it was like, oh my God, I spent how much? And I made no money. Oh wow. What about waiting to the last minute to get a venue and set a date? Anybody made that mistake? Okay, okay. How about we're forgetting to follow up after an event? How many of you know that the money's where? Where's the money? Somebody take themselves off mute and tell
The
me.
fortune is in the follow-up.
The fortune is in, thank you, it's in the follow-up. So when you leave that event, you say, well, nobody bought anything from me. Well, your event is not over. Your event doesn't end at that point. Right, Katerina? It does not end at that point. It's almost like an interview. Your interview doesn't end when you leave the interviewer. It doesn't end until you put that thank you card in the mail. That's what I used to teach my clients. So don't ever, just like if you're saying, I don't have clients, well, the money's in the Rolodex. The money's in the list that you have. Go back to that list. How many of you have given an event and not given yourself enough time to fill the event? Had it on short notice, tried to do 30 days to give yourself a chance to fill the event. Yeah, that's a big one. How many of you have that creative idea syndrome and say, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it next week? Yeah, exactly. So these are some of the things. I've got a list of 100 things that mistakes that we often make when we get ready to have an event. And I've kind of put together a little list. I've called it the soul list of putting on an event. One of the things we want to make sure that we're doing to have a smooth event and to guarantee that it is successful is to put systems in place. Systems in place. Systems can be as unique as your own creativity and what you are used to having around. How many of you have the system of all of the Post-its on one side of the computer screen, and they get moved over to the other side of the computer screen as they get done? Oh, come on, you all did it. It's a system. It was still a system, right? This was before we had electronic things to help us. How many of you are using your calendars now to book dates and using Calendly to book dates? That's a system. How many of you are working with a VA so you have that follow-up after the event that goes out right? It makes a difference. You don't want to break connection with people. Thank you, Teranita. I got that one. How many, another system that you might want to embrace is, it's a little difficult, but it's called the CRM, Customer Relationship Management system. Yes. A lot of us event planners use it. A lot of the direct sellers, my Mary Kay people, my Crystal people, they use those. And if you're planning to have an event, it doesn't have to be an elaborate system that you're spending buku money on every month. It can be something as simple as a Excel spreadsheet that you put down what that person bought, how much they spent, what their favorite product was, so you can go back to them. Or if they were at a conference that spoke about how to make money, how to save money, and they weren't really interested at that time, but you want to reach back out to them within 2 weeks, and then again within 2 weeks or 30 days. So that's a simple system, okay? So you want to establish some, what I call standard operating procedures, all right? So that it runs, then you do the same thing over and over and over again, and it becomes second nature to you. Does anybody think that would help them? I think that would help them, yeah. And again, make it your own system. Make it your own system. I'm not encouraging that you go out and buy and pay for anything, but you will need to make an investment in your business so you can step away and do the business and make the money that, and little things like running a Zoom class is not the, all of the setup is not necessarily the highest and best use of my time. So yes, you ask for help, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help at all, okay? The O is for organization. Ladies, get yourselves organized. We've got people here on this call that are welcome, and gentlemen, Pastor, getting your office organized, getting your workspace organized really helps you feel better and feel more like a person, a business person or an entrepreneur. One of Marlise's goals this year was to get her office set up. And boy, she sounded so relieved once she'd gotten that done. Elaine Hossman spent time with her. Her workspace had everything she needed in it to demonstrate to us how to do video. She had her green screen behind her. She had another screen. She had different forms of lighting that we could use. These things really help you feel grounded. My kids kicked me out of the living room and moved me into the dining room this week. I fought it tooth and nail. But you know what? Now I'm in my space. It's my space, and I'm happy. And I don't have my grandkids walking behind me looking like aliens as they stick their head in over my shoulder, or nobody's handing me a baby to hold while I'm working, as they tend to forget that. Now it's my space and no one shall enter. So one thing I really want to stress under organization, which will allow you to optimize your self-time, is team building. Build your team. And we'll talk a lot about team building today, because I really think that is where, how many Lone Rangers I got out there? How many go ahead. If you're a Lone Ranger, I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep all the money for myself. I'm just going to keep going by myself. I don't need any help. Well, guys, even the Lone Ranger had Tonto. Okay, you have got to get some help. Once you invest in getting some help, your business will grow exponentially. Take it from somebody who knows. Who has tried to do something like create a flyer? Anybody tried to create a flyer that took them 5 hours? And you get one of these millennials to create a flyer and they do it in 5 minutes and you feel like an idiot. That is not the highest, best use of your time. It's just not. In 5 hours, you could have accomplished a lot of things where it takes Diana Morgan 15 minutes to get all your social media set up, and you're still sitting there going through your stuff one by one by one. So please stop being the Lone Ranger. Develop your teams. Develop the virtual assistant. Bring that person onto your team. The social media expert, bring them onto your team. Of course, we as business and entrepreneurs, we want to support other entrepreneurs, and yeah, it's gonna cost us a little bit. But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing while this person is doing the work for you, you should be making phone calls. We should be looking at other ways of doing things that we know how to do that are easy for us to do. Because that's when we're functioning in our gifts. My gift is definitely not typing. My gift is definitely not PowerPoint presentations. It just isn't. So anybody else notice that they have some gifts that they don't? Elaine, what's not your gift?
What at any given moment? Confidence. It's
Okay,
something
cool.
I'm always building. Always having to
And
build.
that I think confidence comes with doing it. It's you don't master something that you don't continue to do over and over and over again. Claudia, what's something that is not your mastery?
Baking.
It is baking. Baking, and I mean, this shit, if you've ever had Claudia's food, it's absolutely, mwah, it's absolutely wonderful. I cannot have her fixed biscuits and gravy for anything because we have to take a break every 15 minutes for more biscuits and gravy.
She is
baking is something she wants to do, and she can spend some time doing that. But right now, she may want to just use store-bought things or gather recipes from other holistic cooks that are gluten-free, and I'm sure she's looking into all of that.
Yeah, I find the people that do that well, and I incorporate that into what I do. So
Exactly.
I mean, that's what you got to do, I guess. You have to, when you said this initially, when you said, are you a lone person? And I said, I am, but now that I think about it, I'm not, because I do hire people for marketing and that kind of thing. So I'm not, I just cook by myself.
And that she does because she works better, and her creativity comes when she's working and executing that way. But she has learned that some of the other things like marketing and graphic design and things that I've watched her grow in her business over the past 2 or 3 years that I've known her were not her, you know, what she really got joy out of doing. It was preparing these meals. Let's see. Tracy, what is something that you're doing that is not the highest and best use of your time?
Which Tracy?
Oh gosh, one than the other.
All right, Tracy Root, go for it.
Well, there's things that I'm not doing that should be done that definitely are not the best use of my time. Things like bookkeeping that are just sitting there.
Bookkeeping, yeah.
I'm working on
Yeah.
finding someone for that. Probably the thing that I do most that is not the highest and best use of my time is unconscious Facebook scrolling.
Yeah, Diana has cut my time down on on Facebook scrolling.
I have good days and bad days.
Greatly. Tracy Ty.
Tanya, thank you for bringing me to the table today. And I would like to say that I need to begin an accountability Facebook group because I am easily distracted by shiny objects.
Yes, Tracy has the creative idea syndrome. I absolutely love that about her, which makes her a great direct seller. She's functioning in her gift. Tracy loves the sparkle. She has a passion for the bling, bling, bling. Okay, and it's really contagious if you're ever around her or get a chance to be around her. Please do that. Marlise, what is something that is that you're doing that's not the highest and best use of your time?
Okay, social media marketing is not the best thing for me, like Facebook ads. It takes me forever to do that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm always looking for someone that can help me with that.
Okay. Pastor Harold.
I am a notorious procrastinator. I am always putting off things that I should be doing to the last minute. So that's one thing, especially when it comes to online presence. It takes me a while to pull all my focus into creating ads and pictures with fancy writing and scripture. So that's me, procrastinator.
Okay, and we call that analysis paralysis. You overthink it till you overthink it till you overthink it till you shut down and you can't do it. And then at the last minute you go, okay, well, this will have to do. And we all have we either have one or we have the other. And some of us fluctuate between the two. You know, I have creative ideal syndrome in the middle of the night. And then I spend the day thinking of all the reasons and overthinking it until I go to bed exhausted because it didn't come to me or I didn't get done what I thought I was going to get done. So, lastly, I'm working to create a group called Legendary Alliance, Legendary Events Alliance Group. This group will be free to everyone who is on this call today, and it will be part of it'll be a resource group. You've got a lot of resources on here today, and you guys know a lot of people who offer unique services. We've got Susan Harlow, who is a vocalist. How many of you as event planners or event producers might like to have someone come and sing at your events? How many of you have questions on where to get sparkly lights that hang? Where to get uplighting for your table decorations? How to make your event unique, which is the U in soul, and how to make it legendary so that people come back. So that group is my gift to you today, Legendary Events Alliance. It's on Facebook. Go ahead, put in there who you are. This is where I want you to advertise your events. I want you to advertise yourselves, your businesses, and have all of your other friends, hey, you do this, you should come to this organization and put your business up there and see who can help you. Okay, Yesenia? Okay, that's why that's the gift to you. Okay, so we're going to get ready to break up into our breakup groups, and when you come back, I'm going to have another gift for you, where I will tell you how we can continue to grow this mastermind together. Okay, I hope it is everybody getting something from this or from what we said. Again, if you have questions, put them in the chat. We'd appreciate it. All right, Athena.
Tanya, can you remind me how much time we all have when we go into the breakout?
Athena.
Yes.
Just want to make sure I'm clear on that.
We have 14 minutes, 15 minutes altogether for the breakout. So I have all of the rooms set up for everyone. Everybody's designated. So as soon as I hit this button, you're going to automatically go into your groups. And if you are one of the experts, you are going to be leading that group, as Tanya had mentioned. Some of them may have 2 leaders in there. So you can decide on who's going to be the leader of your group. So was there anything else before we move into the groups, Tanya, that you would like?
The question I'd like for you to discuss in the group are some of the positive things you liked about events you've been to, and how you're going to change your events so that some of the negative things that you've experienced in events doesn't happen. How are you going to make your events unique? And it is okay to share ideas. This is a safe group. Nobody's here to snatch your idea. And even if you do the same thing that I do, you're not going to do it the way that I do it. So we've got to get away from that competition. There's 40 million people in California. I think we got enough clients out there that we don't have to worry about sharing them all. All right. Thank you. Take it away, Athena.
All right. So Tanya, you're going to be in one of the groups, unless you want me to move one of the other experts. So
move the expert, please. Yeah, move the expert, please.
Okay.
And if you finish your group early, feel free to take a potty break or whatever, bio break. I said I wasn't going to say the word potty. Take a bio break. Make sure your headphones are off, and let's get working.
All right. So Tanya, you may get thrown into a group. Just go ahead and remove yourself and everything will be good. All right, and now, yes, Anastasia, like you said, the room will be on for 14 minutes and it's going to be timing itself. So you don't necessarily have to sit there with a timer. So I already have it set for 14 minutes, and so it'll bring everybody back after we're done. Yep. All right, well, enjoy, everyone.
Have fun.
Happy to be back with all of you.
Yes.
Hey.
Awesome session.
Good,
Hi, Candy.
Good.
Good to see you.
We're back. I think everybody's getting back. All
Hi,
right.
everybody.
It was good.
Was it?
That was awesome.
Nice. Yes, Mama, it was great.
Great, great.
I know now why you put me in that group.
Oh, you think I selected those groups on purpose?
That was so fun.
Yeah, I tried to put together some of you that were in the same fields and that might need to connect.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I did put a little thought into that,
okay.
and I hope everybody was happy with that.
Yes.
Another way, my wish is that we continue this group, and this mastermind group, and grow this mastermind group in the next 6 months, so that we're meeting once or twice a month, and we can go on and really kind of have accountability partners and gain some more information. You have some experts on here today that I will be bringing forth shortly. So you ready, Athena?
Yes. Did you want your slides or?
Yes.
Okay. So it's showing on the screen?
Yes.
Like the next slide.
Uh-oh, wait a minute, something went wrong. Okay, there we go.
Can
All
everybody
right.
see the slide on there? It should say the master. Okay, I got a lot of nods. Yep.
Okay.
Is
So
there a way that you could turn the save chat function on? Because when I'm clicking on save chat, it's not letting me save it. That's possible.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It's saving. Okay, so the Coach Tony Tyus Parker Mastermind, the goal of this is to have thinkers. I'm looking for thought leaders. There's a difference between a leader and a thought leader, and I was explaining this to my granddaughter the other day. I want her to not just be the sophomore class leader. She was the freshman class president, and as a president of, and she's won the sophomore class president again this year. The difference between being a leader and helping people get things done and being full of school spirit is great. But during being a thought leader, it means you pull people together and you come up with unique ideas to give back to the community. So I had them write thank you cards to deliver to the nurses at the hospital to say thank you. That's a thought leader. That's what we want. We want to be, this mastermind group to be a group where we can share our information, where we inspire each other, where we learn to hone our leadership skills and trust what we know and learn from other leaders in the group. Okay, next slide, please. So the Legendary Events Alliance VIP Mastermind is a 6-month program, not a 12-month program. It's, we're gonna build our community. We're gonna get the extra support that we need to grow our business. It will have its own private Facebook group. So you get the private Facebook group that we will put things into just us. You will have resources for venues, marketing plans, local venues, food caterers, software programmers, videographers, event designers, event entertainers, sound guys, videographers, all kinds of people will be in this group and will be accessible to you, just you. There'll be templates and checklists, so easy layouts for venues, because I have a lot of venues and it's real easy for me to get the layout of that venue and help you set up your event. And I can also teach you how to do contract negotiations with hotels, and those things can get to be pretty tricky, but we've gotten really good at it. Your budget worksheets, you will have those and we'll get those done. We talked about building teams. In the group, you will get your team job duties. We'll come up with those. We all don't need the same things for our team, but yours will be unique to your team. We'll do 2 Zoom trainings a month with the recordings posted in the group. You'll have access to the private mastermind Facebook group, as well as the free membership to the Legendary Events Alliance resource group. So you're gonna get tons and tons of resources. You're going to have me at your live event or on your virtual event. I will attend that event for you, and I will give you feedback on that event. We'll talk about it afterwards. You'll get a free hour's worth of recap, and you can tell me what you liked about it, what you want to change about it. I'll type it all up for you and send it to you as feedback. So as you move forward with your next event, you will be able to make those changes. You won't forget what it was you wanted to change. And then once a month, it may be more than once a month, we're going to do a wine o'clock co-working wind down Friday. This is going to be a fun event. You can bring your favorite wine or cocktail beverage or just hot tea if you'd like. And we're going to unwind from Friday. I really want you to embrace the weekend as doing something Saturday or Sunday for yourself. I want you to let go of the week's hassle and hustle and bustle and recharge your energy. We're going to talk about some things that didn't go right that week, things on the list that didn't get done. We're going to let it go and have some giggles and laughs and maybe exchange a few cocktail recipes and do a little idea brainstorming. It's going to be from 4 o'clock to 5:30. Our first one is on the 22nd. And next slide, please. Now, the bonus is I'll be attending your event when we'll do the one-on-one. The total package cost is $2,297. There's a lot of time in that package and a lot of content in the VIP group. The pricing for the 6 months is $660. Wow, what a deal. And that comes to $110 a month. Or if you decide to pay in full, it's $550 a month. You'll get that $100 discount. This is the only time this introductory price will be offered. Okay. As you can see, and you all are in business, you know that this is a super deal. This includes a workbook, and you will have access to all of the videos so that you're in the VIP mastermind and everyone else will not have access to any of that. So next slide, please. If you want to take advantage of it today, please put in the chat and we will get in touch with you. If you want to make an appointment to talk to me about it, here's my calendar link, and you can make time to, we can talk about it and get you on board. And if you have any questions, we can talk about those as well to see the benefits of participating in this group. All right, next slide, please. Right now, we're going to move to our experts. We have Diane Morgan, Katarina Rando, Athena Salazar. Joy had to leave. We have Shea, who's just joined us, Shea Jasinga, Claudia Newman, Tracy Ty, Sandy Collins, Anastasia, and Larissa. As you read the different things that that are their specialties, we have everyone here from business coaches to strategic planners, health discoveries, people and direct sellers, caterers, marketing specialists, and possibility officers. I hope you have some questions for these ladies. So we're gonna highlight them, we're gonna spotlight them, and everybody's mic's gonna be turned on so that you can either raise your hand or just start with your questions. Some of them you voiced in the group, so let's share and get some other opinions. All right, thank you.
I'd love to.
Is there a way to spotlight the
panel?
Yes.
Yeah, if there's a way, if they are like pinned, or there's some special way, but
Yes, for whoever needs to be speaking next, we can go up to the corner with the little dots next to the mute and just pin them so you're looking at them when they're speaking.
Or just put it on
or speaker view.
Yeah,
speaker view.
Yeah, I'll be spotlighting the person. Whoever's asked the question, I'm going to look for them and then spotlight them.
You're going to spotlight the person that's answering the question.
Yeah,
correct?
I'm gonna look for them.
Okay, so let's raise your hands. Excuse me.
So anyone would like, so Tracy Root, you're on mute. If you want to ask your question, is there a particular person you would like to ask your question to?
Actually, I was wondering if there is anyone in some of the other breakout groups who had like a big, impactful moment that someone, you know, talked about or recommended. Ours was a lot about consistency and doing things with enough advance notice and time and inviting and things like that. That's what our group talked about. I'm wondering what some of the other groups talked about and how that went.
Well, I like the fact that in our group, Terralina shared that we can have computer hiccups, you know, such as being connected on Zoom or social media. And so Terralina, she was very good. She said that what she does on her group page is she'll put like a little special meme up there that's funny and, you know, just says, hang in there. Just imagine the kitty that says, hang in there. You know, we're experiencing computer technology hiccups. We'll be there shortly.
Ah, that's cute.
Nice.
I've seen people literally just freak out when something goes wrong on Zoom or something goes wrong with their PowerPoint presentation during a presentation. I've seen speakers just totally lose it. That's a good idea. Next question of the panel.
So this is Marie. I just kind of wanted to focus on what we talked about in our group were a couple things. One being green screen, how like when you are doing virtual backgrounds, you know, it's better to have a green screen. So there's a great resource called WebAround. It's less than $100 and it clips right to the back of your chair. And then your body parts don't go invisible when you move. And then the other thing we talked about were CRMs. So if any of the panelists have some insight on CRMs, I know I have a favorite, which is Dubsado, but it would be great to, because people are talking about, we were talking about automating things and how to do that best. And
systems in place, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if any of the panelists, I'm not sure which one, would be able to talk about that.
I mean, I can talk about it for a minute. So I researched CRMs for the longest time, and there's so many out there. And I think it's really just a personal preference of what works. For me personally, HubSpot has been really good. But I just think it's really just looking into a bunch of different others and then just, you know, what works for you. I've used Dubsado too, and like, you know, Mary or Marie, I don't know exactly how you pronounce your name. We were in the same breakout group, and I think Dubsado is an amazing, for me, it just was like, it had too much that I didn't need. So some are more basic, some are super, like they do literally everything. So I think it's really just a matter of personal preference, but I'm super organized as an individual, and I feel like it can make your life so much easier, especially if you're not as organized. It can really help you organize your life.
And I think that there are several CRMs that give you the free 30 days, to try it out. I would go that way. Try out a couple of them. Start them one after the other. Try the first one for 30 days. Mark your calendar the day before it is up so that you can cancel it.
Right.
So you don't get so you don't get stuck paying get that automatic charge. But yeah, try out a couple, because I know Infusionsoft is one that's become more user friendly. I just know that it's a lot for me personally. If I had a VA that specialized in it and would be able to take it on, then I might do that. But for me to have to deal with it, they probably fire me or ban me from using it.
Well, I'd recommend MailChimp. I find it easy to use. And if you don't know how to use it, BizChicks is doing some workshops on MailChimp, and it's a way to get your message out just through basic email. Also, you can hook that up to Textfully, and we can show you how to do that, because I find that people open texts more than they do emails. You have to send me a text to tell me to open the email.
That is true. Absolutely true. Email is something that I get to at the end of the day, and it's something about that 300 number that seems just daunting. And I have been trashing stuff, but I'm still getting pertinent emails at 300 a day. Unbelievable.
So
Anybody else?
Okay, I'm going to be the chatty Kathy here since nobody's saying anything. I would love to hear how people are organizing their emails. I know I love text. That's how the best way to get a hold of me, but I've got umpteen billion emails. So if any of the experts have any great tips on email, it's just not my favorite thing. It's not fun.
I mean, I could talk to that again.
You can actually use Boomerang.
Yeah.
That would be something you may want to use, is Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Or Unroll Me.
Mm-hmm.
To get rid of your spam. So what do you use? What is your email? Like I have a Mac and I use iMail or just mail. Like
I use Outlook.
Okay. So I never have any emails in my inbox because I'm like a stickler about that. I always wanted to see zero, but I have a lot of folders set up where I put them into folders. So again, it's that organizational piece. I'm like you, I can't stand seeing. And then I also, delete. I go in there and delete. I've used Unroll, Boomerang. I mean, there's so many great tools, if you have Gmail, but if there's emails in there that you'd like to keep or for different things, I also have 6 different email addresses, but they all go into the one box. And then I have subfolders for each email. So it's just a matter of, setting it up. And then you can also automatically have them go into those folders, or you can manually drag them depending on, again, what works best for you.
Sandy, are you a professional organizer?
You're not the first person to ask me that. I am not, but I'm super organized. That's why I host a lot of events. It's second nature. I'm originally from Germany, and it's like so drilled into us, but I do a lot of organizing. I do a lot of events, but I'm just super organized. So I do a lot of time management.
Sandy does the Empowered Women's event that we've been having at Mimi's Cafe in the Arden area. Yes.
Yeah, and I was.
No, go. It's just the other thing is, to me, I do actually train on the team about like time management, time blocking, and this really being a stickler about knowing what you're doing. Literally, it sounds rigid, but literally knowing what you're doing every minute of the day. If you have everything time blocked, it frees up so much time. So I get certain things done. I'm that stickler that loves to look at the dog videos and the animal videos on Facebook. So I literally allot myself time for that because it's so easy to get distracted with social media, right? So time management is so, so, so important, time blocking. And I have color coded in my calendar. So that's just me being organized.
Yeah.
Athena, sorry.
Okay, Shea, Athena, and then Shea.
So I had answered 2 questions. One was about the client management. I use a system called allclients.com. It is a great system for me because we have multiple coaching groups and we're able to send emails per groups. And so that is a great system. It does email as well. You can categorize all your clients in certain areas. So it's been a great, great system for me. And then the email part is what, I'm sorry, I get her name, is a little part of that is going to come of unsubscribing to the people that you don't want. And that's number one, and then taking the time to doing it, unfortunately, and then creating categories, subcategories of what's important that you want to put in there. And that's what's been saving me because I don't like a lot of stuff either. And I'm unsubscribed to a lot of things.
Yeah, I've spent the past 2 weeks unsubscribing.
So
yeah.
So those are
Shea, this is Marie. I have a question for you or for a couple people that have said stuff because I'm an Outlook girl.
Yeah.
So I'm not a Gmail. I don't do Gmail at all.
Yeah.
So the Unroll, I think is a Gmail thing, if I'm not mistaken. I think Enroll is any of the tools for Outlook people, because I know the majority of the population's on Gmail, but I don't like Gmail. So yeah.
No, Outlook, you can still create folders and rules of where things go. So in Outlook, I used to use Outlook all the time, but it's getting back to that unsubscribing and
that's key.
And deleting things and then creating a rule for areas that you want to go into certain folders. And then you may just want to just hire somebody to do it. That would probably
that's true too. Yeah, that might be a good.
With Outlook, can't you move them to junk? And once you move them to junk once or twice, they stop coming up?
I think so, but I'm at Outlook. I'm on Exchange, so I just have to hire the right person to give me at least some guidance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, Athena, you're next.
Yes, I just had to get to my unmute. So yes, this is Athena again. And yes, everything that you're talking about from CRMs to that's what I do is your team, your tools, and your technology, bringing that together for your business, how to be more efficient with all of the tools that you have, seeing if there's a gap in what it is that you're doing. I've designed CRM systems all the way from Salesforce and Dynamics 365. I'm in a project right now helping a client, as well as Dubsado, which Sandy was talking about, as well as other lower level CRMs like Radius Bob or things like that for industry specific things. So I've actually put on events as well, galas, large events, golf tournaments, you know, all those different types of things. So I'm really honored to be here as part of the group, but that's my specialty is technology. On that, especially in the group here and what I'm supporting with, that's why I'm here supporting Tanya. So different platforms. So Zoom is one, Zoom webinars, there's Blue Jeans, there's GoToWebinar, there's like you know, if you want your videos to be evergreen, it all depends on what it is that you want. So that's kind of my area and my contribution here.
Hey, Tracy wrote in the chat that she uses Unroll Me works for Outlook, Marie. So you guys go ahead and read the chat because ladies are putting some great ideas, in there.
And then just a little tip for everyone. If you ever do something like online events, have a group collaboration platform in order to be able to communicate outside of your group. You don't want your group sharing information that accidentally may go to everyone. So one of them is Band. If you don't have it, it's at band.us, and it's a free app. So you can have as many people as you need to in that. So that's one that I use. I have like 20 different band groups because of the different projects that I'm working on. So it's great to compartmentalize, keep things organized. That's what I hear everybody saying, is to keep organized.
Okay, Katerina, did you want to chime in on this?
Yeah, thank you. So I want to have a little different conversation about the conversation, which is that I really want to encourage everybody to not try to master all these platforms and instead get some support, because your business will not grow if you are trying to master any of this. I've been using Infusionsoft for years. I know how to do some stuff in it, but I have people that help me with all that. I have people that help me set up all these other things. Why? Because I'm serving my clients, and I'm talking to potential clients, and I'm developing content. And my concern is that some of you are having too much attention, I'm going to say, on the piddly stuff, not to imply that it's not important. It is, but if people are paying you for your expertise, they're not paying you for your graphic design, your web design, your email management. And for a couple of you, that is your business. So that's great. Then it's significant stuff to you. But if you're somebody who's a mentor, an expert, a coach, please don't be doing all your admin stuff. That is your business is never gonna grow if that's the case. And so consult with Diana or Athena or Teralina and get some support from them, and then bing, put your attention on other stuff. And let me also say that this is foundation for your business. If you don't have your systems and your resources together, then yes, that is top priority. But you are not the one who is going to be using it on a weekly basis, because your job is to talk to your clients, your potential clients, and run your business. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay. Did anybody have any other questions? Tracy, did you have a question? Marlise, how about you? Marshayla?
No question.
How was your group? How was your group?
Oh, can I share about our group?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so this is Marlise. So I just wanted to share, we talked about, shifting from live events to online events, like with Zoom, and I haven't started doing it yet. But there are some pluses because it opens your audience to venture outside of your locality. So that's a good thing, My events were in Sacramento, so going to Zoom will hopefully open it up to other people that always ask, well, are you going to record this event or things like that? So.
Yeah. Diana Morgan, can you point out some of the advantages of hiring a social media expert like yourself?
Oh, sure. It's true what Katerina was saying. I think that, I think you have to put your time and effort into managing your own personal social media, your personal business, in other words, and then hire someone to do the business and promotional stuff, because you can't keep track of everything. You can't keep up with everything. I'm kind of, I put in the chat about, random acts of social media, and you want to have campaigns. You want to have rinse and repeat, which means you have a campaign from, free thing to the easy yes to the, or if it's to your event or whatever it is. And it allows you I want to say economize on your time, You know, when you have campaigns, you can rerun them. You can say, you know, your content is driven by what you're selling. So if you have your calendar for the year and you have 3 or 4 campaigns, and you can just continually run them as you bring your events up. So, you know, it's one of those things that there's enough to do with just managing your own personal experience on social media, of connecting with people, networking with people, you know, branding yourself, to not be also worrying about the business and the promotional side of it as well. And I want to say one more thing too, which is there's a difference between a social media strategist and your virtual assistant. So if your virtual assistant is a social media expert, that's great. But if your virtual assistant is not a social media expert, or if they're your nephew or your intern, you have to put still a lot of your own time into managing them. Whereas when you have a professional social media strategist, then you can say, here's what I want, and you hand it off, and you're not spending your time and your hours managing your social media expert.
Okay, Claudia, can you talk about the variety of clients when we start to give live events again, the different diets and things that are necessary now to meet our guests' needs, as well as some of the cooking classes that you offer online? Because a lot of us have been making a lot of trips to the refrigerator over the past week. I won't say who, but
not me.
Yeah, the refrigerator is not fully stocked the way it should be. You know, the Krispy Kreme donuts keep coming home because they're giving them away free.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, I think it's good to understand that our standard American diet is called SAD for a reason, because it's sad. And that when you are feeding yourself, there's the understanding that every time you sit down for a meal, you have to have a carb, a vegetable, and a protein. That's absolutely not true. So even throughout my day, I say that I'm consuming a meal, but it might be like, you know, a handful of bell pepper, or maybe some other vegan foods that I might consume. But you don't have to consume the things that we've been taught in the past. So you have to kind of retrain your brain for that. If you can open up your refrigerator and pick out a peach or a pear or a cucumber and slice it up and dip it in some hummus or some guacamole, that would be great. And it's still nutritious, and it's still going to provide you the vitamins that you need, and it's still going to be healthy for you. So just kind of retraining and changing your perspective.
Talking to Claudia, I switched to cauliflower, broccoli, and hummus as a snack when I get that craving to chew.
Yeah.
Because I can drink all the protein shakes in the world, but I still need to chew on something. I still need to feel like I ate something.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of us have been running into this issue due to the COVID-19. Okay, did you guys get a lot out of this today? I hope.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anybody want to share what they got out of it before we close? Susan?
Well, several things was the feedback on the CRMs, feedback on different people, how they schedule and organize their time, reminders on a lot of the scheduling. So that was all very good. Reminders about HubSpot and the unrolling I didn't know about. So there were just a lot of reminders, good tips, things that I've been doing that reaffirmed things, you know.
And how about you, Pastor? Did you get anything out of today? What was your takeaway?
The same with the CRM, the customer relationship management, and all the other different online places that can help you with that second, going back to your customers after you've given them the presentation. I really enjoyed. And also, I part of Healthy Healthy Living, it's always good to come on and hear and share with other like-minded people who are out trying to promote their business through the internet and hearing what's available and what people are doing. Like when you have a technical difficulties, having something funny on the screen to help.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Too. So all this was good, and I'm enjoying it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Anita, what was your takeaway for today?
Well, Ashley, I always like to be in Katharina's presence because she gives such great advice.
She?
So thank you for putting me in that group with her. I love it. Not that the other groups wouldn't have been better, but I just love being in her presence. She always, what I took away was, I think we had a common thread in ours, which was the follow-up. And so I have really been trying to work on that, the follow-up, and she gave some great advice about that. So I thought that was really good.
Scheduling the follow-up.
Yeah, scheduling
working
right
with Katarina
at that moment.
and scheduling the follow-up has really helped me a lot, because I find out if I don't schedule it, it won't happen.
Yes. So that was really good. So I'm going to incorporate that so I'm taking that.
Okay, good. How about you, Candace?
I just love being in community, and this is, I tend to get Zoom overwhelm, and this was a lovely group and a great way to start my Saturday. So it's nice to hear some of the awesome tips and tricks that I had no idea about, and to get some new resources. But most importantly, just to be involved with other like-minded, badass people that are doing cool shit.
Right. And we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. Yesenia, what was your takeaway?
Yes, mine was that I'm really grateful to meet this group of women and men entrepreneurs. And I really like that people have already built their company or their product, and then some have already gone, like Marlise has already done a nonprofit out of what she's produced. So that was such a blessing to meet her, because it just made me think that it is possible, because in our heads, we doubt ourselves a lot, but then when we see someone else that has already achieved it, it just makes you so much more confident that you can do it as well.
All right. Let's see, Elaine.
I was excited to find out. I feel so included. I am an event planner, so I'm excited about that. But I'm with Candace. The community is so good for me. It's just like intravenous feeding. So I just being connected and learning together is wonderful. I loved it. Thank you.
All right, Deborah Wills.
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm just kidding. Well, the one takeaway I got is that you need more paper when you're taking notes, because it's right here. And I also learned that I have analysis paralysis. Thank you very much. And I also learned about the feedback. So I've been taking notes to give to my boss about this Zoom.
All right, good. Anybody? Sylvia, did you want to say anything? Did you have a takeaway?
Yes. Can you see me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just just go, oh, there, here I am. My challenge, and I was sharing that with my group, is the technology and learning more about how to naggle doing these particular things like Zoom or social media. I'm not confident with my technical skills, and just as Katarina always does, she helps me to realize that I don't need to be a perfectionist in doing that. Just each time I've done a Zoom or been a part of a Zoom event, I'm learning more and more about how it goes. And so that's my main challenge, is just learning how to do what everyone is doing now. And even just this last time, I've learned what CRM means.
All right.
Time when everybody was CRM, I was like, what is that? And then the pastor actually said what it was. So that's what I got from it, is that just doing it and learning it and knowing that there are people out there that can help you. That's where I got.
Yeah, and Sylvia, it's knowing enough about it, like just exactly what Kat was saying. You know enough about it to know that you want to delegate it to somebody else.
Right, right.
But you know enough to manage it. You make sure that there, you know, something not sliding in, you know, underneath you on it, something.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. We've run over our time just a few minutes. I really appreciate your hanging in there. Did everybody say something that wanted to say something?
What I want to say,
Erica,
is this is a great time to get it together and activate and support your people, support each other. Like Marlise, you haven't had a Zoom yet? Oh my gosh, let's do this thing. So I'm excited to hold you all up, and thank you for all of these masterminding ideas, and activate. The time is now.
I would like to add something, please.
Go ahead.
From overwhelmed to underwhelmed. This has been fantastic with all these great ideas today. It's like a bag of potato chips. What is the one thing you're going to take away today and implement into your success plan starting today for the future?
First things first, change those potato chips to zucchini chips.
Okay. Well,
Monday, actually.
I want to say this, that to the ladies who are having challenges with the whole technical thing, you really need to talk to us, because we make it easy for you to understand and apply over there at BizChicks. So and that is our audience. We talk tech in English, don't we, Claudia?
Yes,
absolutely. Yes, you do.
So,
They help me get the Zoom thing down. Yep.
We can help you break it down, and if you're trying to stream on a regular basis, we can show you some easy applications to just help you make it seamless and easy to do, so you'll want to do it.
Okay.
I just wanted to let people know there is a resource for that. Okay, so I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, please put your information in the chat so that people can contact you. I want to make sure that you guys have my information. Can we put my information back up there?
It's on there.
It's on the screen?
It's on there, and also your Calendly link is on there. I saw it.
Yeah, okay. I want her to put it back on the screen though.
And the thing I was talking about before, saving the chat, those 3 dots in the chat at the bottom right, that's where you save it the very last moment, and then it's going to appear to you, and you can make it bigger. Like if it really seems small, you can make that all bigger so your eyes can see it. So it'll come up later after the Zoom is over, your chat, for those of you who don't know.
So do you save it while you're still in the Zoom or after?
You save it right now, and then any last minute little things that come up there, you just click save chat right before you go, and you'll grab it off. Okay.
Okay, there's the Calendly link, and she's got to move it up to the introductory offer. So please get with me and let's continue this special VIP group. I hope you guys really enjoyed yourselves. Everyone showed up that was supposed to be here, that was meant to be here. So the other 15 people, I'm not worried about because this group worked really well. Thank you, Wonderful, for coming. I appreciate it. So yes, please, let's take advantage of this introductory offer and schedule some time with me to talk about it, and I'll explain it even more in detail. All right, ladies, thank you very much. Can I go back to my full screen, spotlight screen?
It's all you, Tana. You're in the spotlight.
Yay. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. You made this absolutely wonderful for me. I hope you got some great content out of it. And thank you, Athena, for your assistance. It goes without saying this would not be done if it was not for her. All right, ladies. I hope to hear from you this week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.